Everyone loves a trip to the zoo. There's something so fascinating and mesmerizing about being able to see these different animals up close because of how different they are from us and also because of how different each of them are from each other. But the visual appeal isn't all there is to a zoo. In fact, why do zoos exist in the first place? Because a lot of people are very quick to condemn zoos in the name of ethics without looking at the full picture. But have you ever stopped to look at all the benefits a zoo has to offer? Aside from offering awareness and education to the general public, zoos are gold mines for scientific research. And they're also an integral part to wildlife conservation.
Zoos play a vital role in ex situ conservation. So ex situ conservation means we're protecting the animals outside its natural habitat. So some of the endangered animals in the wild, they're facing a lot of threats, hence they cannot have a sustainable population. So if there is no sustainable population of a specific species, then the whole habitat is getting destroyed in the wild, and because of that humans will get affected eventually. Hence in the zoo we're protecting these animals away from the natural habitat and they are in a protective setting here. So some of the important things that we do is conservation education. So we have a lot of people who visit the zoo. So the main aim for us is to educate them in a fun way so that they learn about why these animals need to be saved and how these animals play an important role in conserving humans as well, because they maintain a stable habitat which enhances the oxygen levels, which is in turn helping us as well. So some of the endangered animals which we have here is the lion-tailed macaque, the Royal Bengal tiger, wild dog, Asian elephants. So these animals are breeding very well here. So once we have a sustainable population, not just in Bannerghatta but in zoos worldwide, eventually we can actually protect the animals in the forest as well by releasing them in the future when these animals go extinct in the wild. Another role which zoos play is in rescue and rehabilitation. So in the recent event of human population increasing, a lot of forest area is being taken over by humans. So that's where there is a lot of human-animal conflict going on. So a lot of leopards and tigers and bears as well get into this conflict. So sometimes when they're injured, we can't leave them in the forest, so they need a lifetime care where they can stay safe and healthy. So that's when the zoo plays an important role in bringing these animals in, and we give them a lifetime care in Bannerghatta Biological Park.
Education is another focus area of a zoo. You can learn so much about a specific species' habitat requirements, behavioral instincts, eating habits, etc. just by visiting a zoo. Seeing these animals live and up close helps people create a connection with nature. Zoos create an opportunity for people to be inspired by nature so that they can understand the importance of protecting it. By putting things in perspective, zoos have the potential to spike public interest on these topics, encouraging more people towards the pursuit of wildlife conservation. Additionally, the scientific research that takes place in zoos is fundamental to obtain knowledge about animal behavior, nutritional requirements, and reproduction cycles. This enables effective care and protection both in captivity and in the wild. Therefore, wildlife conservation, education, and scientific research must go hand in hand to preserve the biodiversity in zoos and biological parks. Lockdown has placed zoos and biological parks in a precarious financial situation. Zoos face huge bills from caring for animals, from monthly running costs to medicines, to food, to salaries for zookeepers. In the face of the pandemic, there has been a significant decrease in income because of declining tourism and a rapidly diminishing number of visitors all year round. Ultimately, this will compromise the ability of zoos to nurture the helpless animals and protect the species which are the last of their kind on Earth. We will either be responsible for the extinction or the recovery of these species.
ನಾವು ಈ ಝೂನಲ್ಲಿ 28 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೇನಂದರೆ ಈ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಗೆ ಫೀಡಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಜನಗಳು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಗಳನ್ನ ದತ್ತು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಗೆ ಫೀಡಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಅಲ್ದಿರ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಯರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ. ನಮಗೂ ಸಂಬಳ ಅಂತ ಬಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೆ ನಮಗೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ದತ್ತು ತೊಗೊಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬೇಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
ನಾನೊಂದು 10 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಬೈಜಕಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಮರಿಗಳು ಯಾವ ಅಮ್ಮ ಮರಿ ಹಾಕ್ದಾಗ ಅದು ಅಮ್ಮ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಅವು ಮರಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಗ ನಾವು ತಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸದ ಮರಿನೇ ತರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಕೆ ಹಾಲು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಸಾಕ್ತೀವಿ.
What people tend to forget is that in many cases, zoos are a place for the rehabilitation of injured and abandoned animals that aren't capable of fending for themselves in the wild. Currently, vital conservation work is being put at risk by the COVID-related funding crisis. Rehabilitation of injured or abandoned animals, breeding programs to rescue rare species have all been stalled, with many zoos facing the biggest cash crisis in their history.
Bangalore Bannerghatta Biological Park is a beautiful park located in a cosmopolitan city, and its uniqueness. Nothing like this is available throughout the country, where it is just adjacent to a wildlife area and yet you manage a park. Bangalore being an IT city, and in that we have our own wilderness, what we have. And safari in Bannerghatta Biological Park is one of its kind. Nowhere in the country safari is run inside a cosmopolitan city, that too near a national park. This being the case, with a lot of love, passion, our people work, and apart from all other animals here, we have about 2,000 odd, 2,200 species. Our intention is that this park should be connected with the people of Bangalore. We like to have more people adopting more animals in this park and becoming part of our management.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಝೂ ಇದೆ, ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಫಾರಿ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆನೆಗಳು 25 ಆನೆ ಝೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 25 ಆನೆಗಳು ಇರೋದು. ಗುಡ್ ಬ್ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಬನ್ನೇರುಘಟ್ಟ ಬಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ 20-25 ಲಯನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಮೇಜರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಝೂಗಿನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, 8 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಝೂ ರೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನೋ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನೋ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇದೆಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ರೌಂಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಸೆಂಟ್ರ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಜೂರ್ಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ದೆನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಟು ಸಫಾರಿ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಸಫಾರಿ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಯಾವುದೋ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ದೆನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೂಜಿತ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲು, ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ OT ಥಿಯೇಟ್ರ್ ಇದೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ಮಿಷಿನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ ಸಲಕರಣೆಗಳಿದೆ. ಪಶುವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಜೈವಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದು ಒಂದು ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಇದೆ. ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಇರೋದು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೇ ಇಂಜೂರ್ಡ್ ಆದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್, ಎಫಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಇದರಿಂದ ಈಗ ತುಂಬ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ತುಂಬ ಕೆಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹಕಾರ ನೀಡಿ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರೋಂಥ ಆನೆಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಮೌಂಟು? 1,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿನೂ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಆನೆಗೆ 1,75,000 ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಅದು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದಿನದ ಫೀಡಿಂಗು ಸಹ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಒಂದಿನದ ಆಹಾರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂತ, ಅದು ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
The most significant action that we can take is to stop patronizing. If their financial support disappears, animals in zoos will suffer. Zoos rely on government subsidies to survive, along with visitors' fee. Let's urge our officials to consider this seriously. We need a foolproof mechanism to solicit money from corporate donors and charitable organizations. Write to the zoo sponsors and encourage them to direct their money towards the protection and adoption of animals in our zoos and national parks.
Aberrant Foundation has been associated with several CSR projects. One initiative which is very close to our hearts is conservation and protection of wildlife. Recently, we adopted 2 tiger cubs at the Bangalore Bannerghatta Biological Park, and today we are proud parents of Sanya and Sara.
COVID-19 pandemic has caused hardship to all of us. It's being acutely felt in our national parks such as Bannerghatta National Park. Due to the closure and of course the lockdown, revenues have dipped drastically, and this is causing many problems and hardship to the park. This time we all came together to aid Bannerghatta National Park in this time of hardship. As I understand, Sanyukta and her team have created a small initiative to help Bannerghatta through this time of hardship.
The pandemic has been a trying time for all mankind, animals and the environment. I have done my bit by adopting an animal. I urge each one of you to do your bit. And I appreciate Sanyukta to have done this initiative for supporting zoos and biological parks across the state.
I think a feeling we've all experienced is this desire to want to have an exotic animal of our own. And while that's always seemed impossible, it's actually not. You can come here, get involved, adopt an animal and be responsible for it, take care of it, and you can really form that connection and bridge that gap between mankind and animals. These are challenging times for all of us. I'm sure that all of us can relate to the feeling of not being able to find motivation and not being able to be excited about anything. But this is something you can be excited about. Adopt an animal, because a small contribution is going to make such a big difference. And I also want to reiterate that it's so important for us to keep advocating for these animals because they don't have a voice of their own. So we have to lend them ours.
The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Don't treat animals as accessories. Treat them as living beings. That's what they are. Adopt and save a life.